First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Willis going to look to throw first play. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Willis. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And you look at the Saints' defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Eagles send out their punter now. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Willis. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This pass complete to Melton. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Patterson's kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down and 4. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To the 43, second down. From the 43, here's second down and 7. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Saints at 5-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
There he goes, right side. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Saints 3.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Willis out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Brown. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is 3rd and 5. Willis looks to pass it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's safe back to the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Saints have regained the lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. And Patterson back out there to sim this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field. As he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. It's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's caught at the 2. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Here's Willis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. It's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. DK Metcalf. 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw, here's Willis. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. It's Marte Mapu. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Willis out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Saints.
From the gun, here's Willis. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Brown going up the middle, and he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to throw, Willis. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Willis to throw. Rolling to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Adafe Owe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. An inside give, Brown. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
Touchdown, Saints. Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Oh, some strong running. And the Saints are right back in this football game. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages. And even on...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
That's good for a Saints.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal.
Now Willis to throw. Touchdown! Juwan Jackson from 4 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On play action, they'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Got a man, it's Brown. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. Room here to run. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Over the middle here to Brown. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Adafe Owe in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Willis to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Blackwell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really